What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to be working on my E36. Right now what I'm going to be doing is getting rid of some weight. Give you guys a little bit of update of what's been done so far, but today the main focus is going to be this passenger seat. If anybody knows BMW, or if you've had one or anything like that, you'll know that these seats and just about everything else in this car is unnecessarily heavy. With the driver and passenger seat being like, I want to say like anywhere between like 60 and 80 pounds, and that's a bit too much for a seat. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be taking an old seat that I have out of my old NA Miata, taking the driver's seat and swapping it for a passenger seat. Got to take a couple of things off of the existing seat and then make a bracket for it, but should lighten the load by, I would say, at least 20 to 30 pounds. So let's get going. So this is the seat that I'm talking about. It's my old NA Miata seat. It's the driver's seat that I'm just going to modify to make into the passenger seat by like taking a couple of things off. And obviously I got to make space for the adjustment on the side. But essentially I had an NA that I took this guy out and put a bride rep in, and for some reason kept this guy, and I'm going to be swapping it out for the heavy passenger E36 seat. I did already start making the bracket a little bit yesterday. I did sort of start making the bracket yesterday. I have the two side pieces. They need to be adjusted a little bit, but they should work. All I've got to do is make the cross sections to connect the two, and then the mounting points for the new seat. The first thing I have to do though is go down to like a Home Depot or something and pick up some hardware, because the only thing I don't have right now is the bolts that mount the seat to the bracket. So I'm gonna go grab those, and then we should be able to get this thing going. Alright, so back with hardware, and time to get started on at least the welding process, the fabrication of the rail. Unfortunately I don't have the slider, so this is just going to be a fixed position sort of seat. So what I'm going to do first is weld up the front bar. Thankfully on Miatas, the front two bolt positions are sort of flat, so I can just make one piece across, just a flat piece, and then bolt it to there, and then figure out the two back bolts. They are a little bit recessed in. Well, not really recessed in, they're still pretty flat. It's just the bucket for the seat sits lower than the mounting spot, so I don't know, I'll have to get creative with that. So I think for right now, I'm gonna weld in the front bar, and then start drilling some holes for it. So let's see how this goes. Alright, so I got the front section done, and I'm now starting the work on the back. I've already sort of mounted it in place to see exactly where I want it, and it seems to be fitting alright. So I'll show you what I've got and what my idea is, to make sure that I've got accessibility to it. But yeah, let's take a look. So like I said, I have the front two all mounted up and welded in. The back two is what I'm working on right now. Now, normally you just go straight across and sort of bolt it like that, but the bolt hole sits really close to like where the mounting point is. So I'm thinking of doing it sort of at an angle like this, just sort of chop it off here and then weld it up, and doing the same thing on the other side. The only thing that I am concerned about is connecting this side to that side. But just because this bucket is in the way, I can't go straight across. But for now, I think with it being connected, both sides connected together via this guy, I think it should be all right for just the passenger. But I'll worry about that whenever I think that I need to. So let's get this cut and welded up, and then we should be good to go. Alright, so I got both of the rear legs sort of cut up and mounted in place, as you can see. They will be trimmed later on after I get everything welded up. So like the sharp edges will be like rounded off, and that'll go for everything. Like the actual bracket to the, like that mounts it to the chassis, will be rounded off so it doesn't stab anybody, and just for that cleaner look. But yeah, other than that, it's just welding these things in place, and then bolting it in. I think I may have to like open up the chassis mount holes just a little bit more, just to make sure that these go in perfect. But yeah, good to go. Let's do this. And just like that, everything is bolted up. Welds aren't super clean, but again, flux core I'm not very good with. In any case, let's go get this mounted up in the car, and then we will do the finishing touches like painting it and rounding off all the edges. Let's do this. And everything is all done. Got the bottom mounted up, seatbelt included, and it is far lighter than the original BMW seat. So we're gonna get this in the car and then should be good to go. Alright, so new, well, the Miata seat is in. It's not really new. I have everything bolted down. Took a little bit of massaging to the trans tunnel to get it to fit, but it otherwise fits now. I am happy with the placement of where it's sitting, so it is going to be good to go for right now. In any case, that's going to be it. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I guess like and subscribe and stuff. See ya.